Hey guys, this is Justin Frank with Kahn Forge. I'm a clinician for Kahn Forge. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a winter package using Kahn materials. We're going to use a Kahn extra wide snow pad, rim snow pad for this big horse here. If you can look over and see, he's got fairly decent sized feet. We're putting handmade shoes on today actually. We're going to use 5.1 mil tungsten pins in this. So I drilled 4 holes. We're going to go ahead and knock those in there. Then I'm going to set that up with that pad. Okay, as you can see, we're starting to put our pins in. The 5.1 pins, actually all the pins come with their own drill bit, okay? I suggest you use an old driving hammer because you can see what it does to the tip of your driving hammer, okay? So I do want to leave these pins out a little bit because I do want these for a little bit of traction. I'm not using these pins for wear. I'm using it for traction. As you can see, sometimes they're hard to hang on to. One thing I like to do, you can see this is the lateral branch. I like to go dead center on the lateral branch. I like to go inside of center on my medial branch just as a little bit of safety. It's just a good habit, I think, to be into. Okay, so we'll get both of those set up. As you can see, we've got 2 different pads here. We've got a hind and a front. Okay, we are shoeing front feet today, but this little half draft horse, this Canadian sport horse here, has kind of hindy shaped front feet. So I'm going to choose this hind pad. That way it'll fit my quarters a little bit nicer. All right, so as you can see, when we put this in here, I don't know if you can zoom in on that. As you can see, it won't really suck over here to this side. Really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little slit in it with my scissors here, right behind that nail hole. And that way when I nail up, it'll suck over and conform to that shoe. Okay, you can choose to rivet these pads on or not. I choose not to because I like to burn back on my reset. So I like to just pop the pads off without having to deal with a rivet hole. All right, as you can see, we've got everything trimmed up. So we just trimmed up with a nice pair of scissors. You see on the back, there's our little slits for our quarters. Okay, and as we all know, as soon as you nail up, a little bit of that pad squishes out anyway. So we'll finish that off on the foot with a rasp. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see, this is how that pad was. We've just got the shoe tacked on with 2 nails. You see the gap right here, okay? There's a pretty good sized gap between the pad and the inside web of the shoe. Okay, so now that we put that slit in there, we can push that over. You can see how that opens up on the outside. Right now, with no pressure on there, now you can see how we're sucked tight to that quarter, right? So now we can get that nail right there in front of that quarter. Now you can see how that pad stayed sucked over. All right, guys, you can see we just kind of cleaned up the feet. That pad kind of smushes out everywhere when you get it nailed on. So we just kind of cleaned it up here, just make a nice little finish on there. You can see right here, this is where our gap is, where we cut that so it goes around that quarter. Come around the other side, we'll show the bottom. So there's the bottom. Hopefully I don't have too much poop in there. Okay, there's the bottom. There's a finished job set up for this horse for the winter. All right, good luck everybody, stay warm.
his ass. I recorded it.